Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 now well underway between MRR and Impunity Earth. I am Babel, and with me is Lark.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Man, that previous game was just so fun to cast. Like Impunity Earth was able to pull off that very risky lineup right there. That Boo Boo, man, that RNG gods were in his favor. Every single hit was like a first hit route, I think. So
Yeah, it
I
is.
I, I think I'm not sure if MLR is gonna ban out the Wild Soul this time around, but we're just gonna have to see.
Made in the USA, what a great waltzer it is, but I hope that this game is not gonna have we are definitely gonna see the same aggression coming from both teams, but I hope that it's gonna be a little bit of a different gameplay. We've seen the Moon Queen work really well on Team Impunity played by Kanashilak. We also wanna see different heroes because that's what makes it really exciting. The entire holistic development of a team, not just specifically some heroes. That said, I do believe that game 2 now well underway, and the first few ban heroes are pretty questionable. We do have the MOA, the Tempest, the Fate, but no Keeper ban just yet.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be banned out here. Definitely should be banned out from Impunity Earth because MRR always utilizes the fact that teams don't pick up the keeper and then just utilize it for themselves, and they do it with really good confidence right there because they always take home games every time a team gives them keeper of the forest, I do believe. So hopefully they will ban it out. I mean, if they decide to go for a keeper of the forest, then probably Impunity Earth is gonna be fine with picking Ophelia, but they're actually gonna ban out Ophelia instead.
Yep, they
So
are, and I do believe that that's because they are not gonna let Color X play the Ophelia. So Keeper is gonna be available for this game, and yes, it's gonna be a snap pick there. But the biggest question on my mind as to why it's a little bit questionable first few ban heroes is because MOA being banned against Impunity Earth. What could be the logic behind that? Fate, yes, because I know that Anduin he plays pretty well of Fate, but yep, the MOA is my question. That being said, still the first two heroes being picked are the Keeper as well as the Hack. Hack's gonna go to Impunity Earth, and that would be a really interesting situation because I thought Keeper and Hack is a really idealistic kind of a combo where you have one lockdown, one perfect bad blast, and that's gonna be a tight changer for you. But this time around, it seems like both teams gonna have them split between the roster here. So I hope that the next few heroes being picked is gonna be nice. Yes, Engineer also gonna nicely tie into the Keeper. And what do you think Impunity is gonna pick up now?
there is one combo I haven't seen in a while, Flux and oh well, NG's there, so that's a little bit sad. Well, they can still kind of run like Flux and Lodestone if they wanted to. If they really wanted to, but I don't think they wanna. They're probably gonna pick. I don't know if they're gonna go for like the Volsoul again. I highly doubt that. I think this is gonna be offlane Hag as compared to carry. I'm not too sure just yet. Uh, but yeah, I mean, Keeper Engineer is a pretty good lineup so far. The Master of Arms ban is just the thing is Master of Arms is really good. Like he's just really good. Like he's one of those few heroes that can be played as the main support,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
support or just like the carry, and I can understand why they want to ban it out there. It goes well with the Ophelia. I think that's one of the reasons why they banned it out first because they know that Impunity Earth likes the Ophelia pick. I don't know why they just don't ban out Ophelia, but if you ban out that Master of Arms, it just means a lot more. Uh, as for Pestilence pickup, seems like MRR they want to take a little page out of Impunity's book right here.
Oh wow, bold statements there. But yes, it seems like Pestilence gonna be picked up by Team MRR this time around, and yes, they still have the Engineer and the Keeper, so that's a total of 3 lockdown there. The Engineer a little bit a questionable lockdown, but still is a lockdown. The Pestilence with the Keeper, it's perfect chemistry in some sense. Rarely gonna be picked up by Beauty Earth with a Luna and Wretched Hag. I hope that this game they know what they're doing because it's again gonna be a little nice to see that the Aluna is on the PDF, but previously they didn't really do much work there on the Aluna except for stacking creeps, and I do believe that Luna should have more potential other than that function alone. So that being said, Rally is definitely a very good pick. I favor Rally a lot because Rally is one of those heroes that is just a little bit broken with the Seismic Slam. Yeah, it is one of those skills that is physical, and one of the main reasons why it hurts a punch, or rather hurts like a truck, is because it does deal really fantastic amount of damage at really short range.
It's just so sad that there's no Tempest to work with it.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
it would have been so much more better with that. But yeah, it's that rally pickup here. Questionable. I would have rather gone the Pebbles. Like Pebbles is
Yeah,
just so
yeah.
damn strong. I am so confused as to why teams don't want to pick up Pebbles. Why Pestilence, guys? Come on. But yeah, I mean, still, it's it's to go with their playstyles. I just feel like Pebbles is just one of those really really strong mid heroes. If they pick up the rally, they better hope to God that or they better ban out the what do you call this, the Prisoner 945. Although I don't think Legion team is gonna pick that up since they have the Pestilence already. If they wanted to, they can just YOLO it up and just have Pestilence run the carry role and have Prisoner 945 go more of like the mid role there instead of Pestilence. So I don't think that's what's gonna happen though. They're shadow picking Doctor Repulsor and Bubbles. Um, I think that is too much of an overkill because they already have like Engineer Keeper of the Forest as well, and then on top of that they have Bubbles. It's just a little bit too much in my opinion in terms of lockdown. They need a little bit more burst and sustainable damage. Doctor Repulsor is a really nice hero. I just feel like it's not seen much because there are just way too many other carries, and Doctor Repulsor really needs that free space to take off because if he gets shut down early, he just kind of dwindles out. Like it's really hard for him to come back into the game. He just completely loses out so much, and it's mainly because of his ultimate. He really needs a lot of mana regen to actually do the ludicrous speed. So yeah.
Yeah, it is. And that being said, it seems like Dampier, Sandrave, Corrupted Disciple, Torture, and Wild Soul now gonna be banned. So MR not gonna let Imperial play the same strategy again. And yes, it seems like Imperial is still very much adamant about not letting Duikyu have that Sandrave. Now, one thing I know about MR is that they almost never pick the heroes that are shadow pick. It's like a tradition for them. Yeah, but that being said, still, the banned heroes are very respectable. Imperial banning of Torture also. I do believe that Torture is in MRR's previous game against Turtle Masters, where DQ played as a carry Torture. That was very effective, so Imperial, they have done their homework there. And Warbeast also, because they know that those are the heroes that are actually going to happen. And proving me wrong again, the Bubbles is going to be picked up by MRR. So I need to be correct now. I hope that Lucky is going to be playing as a carry.
I don't agree with the Bubbles pickup. There's just so much lockdown already that
They lack burst damage, actually.
yeah,
if you
they
look at it.
really need burst damage. I mean, if they pick up that Moon Queen as the last pick, I think it's fairly okay, but yeah, still I would have preferred something else. I think Bubbles is still an okay pick if they pick up the Moon Queen though. So hopefully they do pick that up. As for the Helper team, ooh, they're gonna go Scout. I actually like that because this is gonna be a Jungle Keeper. He can definitely do a lot of work against the Jungle Keeper. Just constantly ward up the jungle and be just pesky, just like he is. I mean, having the what do you call this? What is Electric Eye is just so damn good, especially since level 4 you can place 5 of those eyes, and it takes so much time and effort to really like look for it slowly and like cancel it out, and that's like time wasted in terms of like farming for the Keeper of the Forest. So yeah, it's gonna be really good to have. I always notice that MR always shadow picks Soul Stealer but never picks it up. I'm so mad. Oh my god, they're gonna fight pick it right here. Wow.
Wow, Soul Stealer now. Soul Stealer is very effective
Wow.
in a few main reasons, simply because he does have a new buff, and the buff is the fact that his Soul Stealer now will have 40 souls, so that is an awesome 80 attack damage for him. Also the fact that I do believe that he will now, as in previously in the scene, the main reason why he was dropped out of competitive scene is because the Soul Stealer faced off against dual mid, and they are betting that Luna and Rally is not going to be very strong, and Scout, we do see a Scout again, as well as the Hag, so in terms of AoE burst damage, I do believe that both teams should be pretty much fair even right now. And it all boils down to the last pick from PDF.
Just looking at Legion's lineup, it streams aggression during the mid stage. Early game, there is certain aggression right there. It's definitely gonna be Pestilence Engineer mid. But I really prefer to see Soul Stealer mid. Like Soul Stealer mid works so well, but like you nicely mentioned, how the metagame's shifted towards that dual lane. It's really difficult. There used to be a point in time where it was usually like the Soul Stealer and Glacius, which kind of worked out really really well.
Yep.
Especially if like the support was to like roam out and try to get a rune, they would like almost always pick up a kill. But they're facing against the rally, so I don't think it's as easy for them to really pick up a kill right here.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna be dual support on Team Imperial. It's gonna be a Pyromancer picker for them,
Yeah.
and that is interesting. Pyromancer with a Luna, that is gonna be really effective in the middle lane against the Soul Stealer. That is presumably that they let the Luna run to the middle lane. I do believe that we're gonna see the Rally Pyromancer mid. We're gonna see the Hack down south. Scout is probably gonna be in the short lane, or it could be vice versa. Not really sure there. So that's the mind game that they're playing against MR. But that being said, man, ladies and gentlemen, game 2 well underway here, and I'm just excited to see Soul Stealer, the big bomb of souls.
Same. I'm so excited. The thing is, it's kind of okay here in this lineup because he has decent support from the rest of his teammates, I think he shouldn't have that hard of a laning phase early game, depending on who he goes up. If he goes up against the scout, if this is gonna be a suicide scout, I think it's gonna be alright. I'm not sure if Hag or Scout is gonna be the one to go to the off lane right here, so we're just gonna have to see. It could be either of them. Rally's gonna go in the mid lane with Aluna or Pyromancer. There's a lot of damage right there. Pyromancer definitely gonna be secondary support, so he could be at the top lane with the carry. And it seems like Scout's gonna go short lane. So okay, it's gonna be Hag. If Hag is gonna go up against this short lane Soul Stealer, I think Soul Stealer should have an okay time if he gets stack regen right now. I hope he does have stack regen because it's gonna be very difficult to face that Hag if he doesn't have that.
Nope, he is not gonna have stack regen. It seems like the engineer will not give him. But that being said, man, ladies and gentlemen, game 2 now well underway again, and we do have neolution.MRR all the way from Thailand, and they are gonna be playing in the Legion position. We do have Bomb Rusher Paul, and he is gonna be your engineer. Colorax gonna be on the keeper of the forest. We also got Chitwanax, and this time around he's gonna be your pestilence. Soul Stealer, it's been a real long time, but he's gonna be played by Duikyo. Last but not least, 070 gonna be the bubbles, and meanwhile engagement's gonna happen really quickly. Here comes Lucky the scout. Well, scout, a really lucky scout, but he is going to be able to pull back really quickly, and that is going to be ImpE. By the way, we have ImpE on Hellborn team, and we do have Anduin Reen, and that's previously known as Reincarnado. He is also Trinity, so he's been around for a really long time. He's going to be your rally. We have Fur, and he was playing as Luna the previous game, so we'll resume the same role. We do have Zarina Tara, and he's going to go Suicide, and that is going to be the Wretched Hack. Lucky, also known as Kanashilak, sorry. Did I just give him a new name? I did. So Kanashilak is going to be your scout. Last but not least, we have Impromptu, also known as Rom2, and he is going to be your pyroman. So he was air previously, so that's going to be fine. A little bit of a misclick. Oh, yeah, okay, it's okay.
If I'm just gonna say that during the during the early to mid stages of the game, if Soul Stealer takes flight, Hellborn is gonna be in a really deep hole because there's so much lockdown on Legion team that Soul Stealer's gonna have free reign in terms of how he uses the Soul Burst. He could even go for Portal Key if he really wants to, but I think he's gonna go for that Shrunken Hit first. There's a lot of lockdown coming from stuns coming out from Hellborn team. They have Rally stun, Luna stun, Pyromancer stun. They have a silence from Scout though, so that could really be one of the major problems. Middle lane though, Pestilence.
Yep, nice stun there by the Rally quickly, and it seems like Pestilence actually gonna be boxed up by the creep. Will result in 2 or 3 more auto attacks, but will actually stay safe. That being said, back to the point there, I'm not so concerned about the Soul Burst. I'm a little bit more concerned about the Demon Hand, sorry, because that's actually gonna be very easily used in terms of any lockdown. So that also is very damaging. If you look at that, that's actually a total of 900 damage at level 4. So that's gonna be a lot. Now it seems like Bomb Rush Ball gonna be able to face off against Zarina Tara, and there we go, very low health on the Hack. And if this goes on, Hack could actually feed off the Bloodlust, but I do believe the Hack should actually have got an extra pull regen. That should be fine. Meanwhile, top lane, Fur actually gonna be able to pick up the Bloodlust against 070. That's the bubbles, and I wonder really how quickly that could have escalated there. It seems like the quick electric eye is gonna do a lot of work. Meanwhile, now bubbles. Hack is gonna stay safe, and it's gonna pop the health potion. But that being said, man, 1 minute in, and it seems like ImpE is gonna have a slight lead now.
That was just a big mistake coming from Bubbles. He should have known that Luna was in the vicinity. He kept spamming out. I don't know if he spammed it out, I'm not too sure, but he used the Shell Surf and that's why he wasn't able to escape. As for bottom lane, yeah, the Hag, again, sitting at level 1, although there's seems to be some rotation coming up from Engineer, yeah. He knows that Pestilence is having such a hard time. He definitely needs to come to this middle lane. There's so much kill potential with Rally Pyromancer. They can easily burst down this Pestilence or Engineer.
Yep, here comes the Engineer to try and save the day. I hope that's actually going to work out in their favor. But that being said, 2 minutes going to be up really quickly. And so far, only 0-1. In terms of CS, definitely can tell that Wretched Hack is doing a pretty decent job now that there is no more, harassment coming up from the Engineer. So that's pretty fair to see. But Wretched Hack now is just standing about 0-4 and is pretty much focused on denying against the Soul Stealer. Soul Stealer having 9 creep kill. That is pretty nice against the short lane equal of Team Hellborn. That's the Scout. Scout having about 12 creep kills. So Scout is still pretty much far in this game. Now Keeper is in the jungle, so that means that MR is only having 4 heroes to deal with in the laning stages. I hope that's gonna actually work out in their favor again.
Yeah, I mean, thing is, I really dislike Keeper
Here
jungle.
comes a Luna to try and help out Hack, to try and slow down the Soul Stealer's fun by a fair bit there. It seems like the power throw is still a little hesitant, but will not go off. Will go off at the very end. Yeah, Duikyu. gonna be in a little bit of a pinch right now. He does only have got 4 Blightstones left, and that's gonna be really low. And the moment MOA leaves the middle lane, aggression again is gonna resume from Beauty of, and it seems like Pestilence gonna take a little bit of a beating, only spiraling down to about 50% health. But here comes the Invisible Engineer, and is he gonna be able to do much of a thing? And that's the biggest question right now, because if he lands a CAC, maybe Pestilence can be in time to fly there and catch up for a nice stun, but I hope that's gonna happen quickly, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Scout's taking a little bit too much of a beating for my liking, and is actually all the way down to just about 90 health points. He does not have any more Blightstones after the last one he consumed, so he's gonna be pretty questionable right now. He does still have the Invisible Engineer, so Engineer is gonna be in play really quickly. There is no vision. I do believe the only Electric Eye will be able to spot him out, but
they have a ward there.
Yeah, they do have the Electric Eye there, so.
He definitely spotted him in Invis because they have a ward plus an electric eye, so that's a little bit overkill coming out there. But yeah, it's really good for them. Rally middle lane.
Yep, quick there, quick compel there, nice stun by the Paraments, a quick follow-up, also trying to stun 2 heroes, but they nicely split apart, and Rom2 now gonna try and pursue on Metas with Cheetah1X. He's looking for a refreshment rune, and will in fact be able to ball it up really quickly. Missing the stun is a big mistake, but here comes the Engineer, and maybe some things are gonna change things up really quickly for MRR, but no, Engineer now gonna be pursued on by the Pyromancer, looking to land a cat quickly though. The stun from Pestilence is gonna go quickly in terms of rally. Pyromancer now gonna try and do a little bit of pressure. Turret's gonna be spewing favor or bullets in his face there. Kek's gonna miss both of them, and Bomb Rusher Paul now a lot of a tight pinch. Here comes the bubbles, but a little too late. Will not get anything done at the end there. Rally, and it seems like a scout's gonna be waiting for them. Rally's gonna compel on to the Pestilence, and it's gonna be a double tap pick up for Kana Shilak. That's a big mistake. It's the carry. They got the kill at the very end.
Yeah, that's really big. Oh, big misplays coming from MR. They shouldn't have stayed there so long. There's really nothing that they could do. They were too greedy in my opinion. They saw that Pyromancer had no mana. They really want to go on him. He used up most of his spells, but they didn't have mana of their own, so they should have just backed off.
Let me just tell you, the side steps for Imperium were crazy.
Yeah, it's really good.
And
I gotta say.
Boohoo, level 5 hack against a level 4 DQ.
Oh, top lane.
Wow, when did this happen? It seems like Hack's gonna pick up this kill really quickly. Also down south, it seems like the kill is gonna happen, and we go all the way up north against the Bubbles, only level 4, and it seems the ulti from the Scout's gonna be enough. And will the power trope be quickly enough? No, it will not. The take cover will be in full effect, so that's gonna be fine. Bubbles will stay safe. But that being said, Stowstealer now losing his lane. Just how quickly is that?
That was just really huge, and that comes back to my earlier point about the stack region. Like, Hack can just output so much harass middle lane.
Oh, missing away the CAC is the compel from the rally quickly, and it seems like Engineer's gonna take the fall. It's like one of those days that you thought the CAC's gonna hit for sure, and then a compel comes and turns things 180 degrees around. That's really sad to see. Now it's like 6 minutes in, and all of a sudden we find ourselves having Impurity of at the same position that MR had for the early game of the previous game, where they were just staring about 0-5 here. Regen Rune up north. Pestilence looking to snatch this away, looking to land a stun, will get his stun quickly and will bottle it up, so it's going to be a big win there for Cheetah1X. But he's going to face a lot more constant pressure from the Pyromancer, who will just now instinctively pull back.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. He really needs that boots, man. He's sitting at level 5, still does not have little red boots. They can actually kill Rally right here if they want to.
Yeah, they can, and the Kek's gonna connect quickly. Tari gonna be spewing out bullets again, but a compel. It seems like the mana is gonna be enough, so it's gonna fly away.
Yeah, just really unfortunate. Bottom lane, I'm surprised that HoNTourSEA didn't play that nicely. Again, he gets hit by the Hag. Hag's doing such a good job, I gotta say, like in terms of just harassing HoNTourSEA to hell. Like, he is having such a hard time, man. But one of the nicest things I like about one of the nicest changes I like about HoNTourSEA is the fact that the Soul Burst at level 1 already does, like, I think it's like the 25% movement and movement speed and base damage reduction is always there at all levels. So that's like one of the good team fight abilities for now. So hopefully he can make use of that once he reaches that level, the level 9 mark.
I hope so too. That being said, here we're just looking at a middle lane Pestilence, and it seems like Luna is gonna try and rotate here to make something happen. There's also level 6 Hag in the vicinity. It seems like the Hag will not catch the Keeper. Keeper also level 6, and they are gonna just now nicely brush shoulder here, so they know that both of them are in the vicinity there. Root will not be used yet because there's no ally in the vicinity, so he is going to be quickly farming there. Meanwhile, middle lane quickly, seems like Pestilence takes the fall yet again. And HoNTourSEA there this time is going to pick up the kill there with a nice little stun there coming up from the rally. So that is, again, great teamwork from Beauty Earth. And we're just looking at MRR completely melting down this game. 8 minutes
Big
in
miss
and
made by
0 to
Hack.
6. And no, Hack now in a lot of trouble looking around away. Oh, not will actually go down.
He blinked onto the Keeper of Forest. When Keeper is level 6, didn't know Engineer was nearby, just got screwed so hard. Like, really nothing much to say right there. Just really unfortunate. There's a triple stack Ancients right now that can be easily done by Hag and Oluna if they want to. Maybe with the support from Pyromancer as well. I think Bradley is gonna go over there with them and take that up. So,
yeah, and here comes the MR push train, where all three of them gonna nicely try and challenge this bottom tower down south here. Level 4 Engineer, level 7 Keeper, and level 6 Soul Stealer. It seems like they have enough burst damage, but do note there is no more root on this Keeper. So if they decide to stay here a little longer, things may not actually work out for them.
yeah, definitely. I mean, they need to be a little bit more careful. Oh, and there's one more thing I thought about was that with the change to Soul Stealer, at level 3 Soul Steal you get 30 souls already, so I think it's pretty alright to pick up the Soul Burst at like level 8 as compared... Well actually I mean usually you always pick it up at level 8, but yeah I mean... oh no, not level 8, level 9, sorry, yeah. So I think it's okay to pick it up level 9 because you get the full damage, I do believe. I'm not sure how it works because they said something about like even though they have more souls now, it still does the same amount of damage. I'm not too sure about
Scout's
that.
gonna try and bite down 070 there. Bubble stacking a lot of damage all the way down to 50% health right now. And actually will not be going down to the Scout there. So I thought that maybe some big plays or misplays can be happening there, but still 9 minutes 30 seconds in and only 1 is to 6. MRR definitely not of a bad position right now. And speaking about the triple stack Ancients, they're all gonna be nicely killed up by the the Luna, the Pyro, as well as the Rally.
Yeah, it's finally they're gonna address that, so that's a good thing. Legion team, they have double stack but not triple stack, and the main problem is because they don't have like the best team to take it out. Actually, they do. They have the Soul Stealer, so Soul Stealer can always rotate there. But he's having a decent time just sitting at this bottom lane, constantly farming, so it's alright, I guess. He can always take that a little bit later. Scott's doing a good job of like dewarding this Engineer. Like Bomb Rusher Ball is just really unfortunately wasting a lot of gold on for those wards that's just being dewarded every time. So Luck has been doing a pretty good job of finding those those wards and just destroying them whenever he can.
Yep, that's it. Level 7 Hack, completely invisible right now. Will be waiting for a kill on the middle lane, paging for his comrades to come by. And they're just coming at a really fast speed. Middle lane, we're just seeing the Pyromancer, the Rally, as well as the Luna. And they are going to be able to just put full loop of aggression on Cheetah1X. If he doesn't pull back right now, he may actually go down. Rally looking for a good compel. It's going to compel the invisible Hack. And the Babael is going to be a little bit overkill. But they did manage to squish the box, so...
That was too much in my opinion. They could have just gone with the Pyromancer ability right there and just kill him. Like I don't think Seismic Slam was necessary. They could have kept that, but oh well, they're not gonna have that, and now they can't really take a team fight at the bottom lane because they wasted, well not really wasted, they used up 2 huge ultimates right there, the Bad Blast as well as the Seismic Slam, so I think bottom lane should be pretty okay in terms of like trying to push this down.
First Demon Hand, I thought the second one was also gonna hit, but no, it's not. It's gonna be targeted at the Crypts instead. The tower may actually be denied here, but the push aggression from MRR is really insane. And no, it's not gonna get denied, but the Keeper is gonna just abandon the Soul Stealer. He goes down really quickly. That's gonna be used here, and it seems like Color X is also gonna go down. That's gonna be a double tap going out for HoNTourSEA playing as the Pyromancer. And that is completely not worth it now, if you ask me. Now, Scout's also trying to do his own game. He will be able to land the Electric Eye there in the Ancients.
Yeah, that's just really good by him. At least it will kind of block that off after they're done taking that triple stack, which I think they're gonna do once Soul Stealer respawns. But I gotta say that bottom team fight was really big, because one of the major things is the fact that Keeper Root was not used. Like if he used that, at least he would have been able to keep Soul Stealer alive for long enough to just let him wind up that ultimate. Oh wait, he doesn't have the ultimate. What I'm talking about, just insane. I'm stupid, sorry. But yeah, at least using the root, I think he would have been able to at least save the Soul Stealer.
Yeah.
If not, maybe himself. But yeah, it's just
that's
really
regrettable. But the point that you didn't really know that Soul Stealer didn't have the Soul Burst is completely unexpected on my part also, because I thought that he actually having a short lane is gonna have a really good time. But look at him now, only level 7. and not even having the Soul Burst to work with. That is a little sad to see. That being said, still 12 minutes in, 1-9, we gotta move on. 4k gold deficit in favor of Team Legion right now, and MRR finding themselves in the back spot here. Phoenix Wave now gonna hit the bug, and the bug is gonna be safe. That's a little irritating to see, but Pestilence again is not gonna be really effective in this game. And here comes a hasted rally, and rally kind of or rather, no, it's gonna be Anduin. He's gonna be looking for some food to eat, but will not get it. Will actually snatch away the triple stack Dragon Masters there. That's a lot of gold, and now that is gonna be questionable because Team MR, they definitely want to set some things up. But Soul Burst is still not up, and they only have got a Keeper Root to work with. And that being said, Engineer also not level 6. That's really sad to see. A second Electric Eye is going to be behind, and they do have the Water Craft by Bomber Shipple, so that's going to be safe though. Meanwhile, it seems like a Pyromancer is going to be staying high. And no, it seems like the Keeper is going to use the Root there and then, and Hex is going to come in to try and pick off that Engineer. Engineer going down after all to rally, and Seismic Slam not going to be used because of a nice stun there by the Pestilence. And that being said, things are definitely not working in favor of ImpE. Right now, all their health points all very low. And looking to kill them is MR. They better make something happen this time around, but will not get anything done. DQ in hot pursuit, but he doesn't kill them. So answering his own question there, he is going to be really merciful this game. So 2-10, 4.5k gold lead.
Yeah, definitely. That was really good place there by ImpE. If they knew when to pull back, so good job by them. And just really unfortunate for Soul Stealer. I don't know if my theory works or not, but I think if you just leveled the Soul Burst at level 8, because at level 3 you get that 30 souls, I don't know if it's the full damage as it was before. So I kind of have to like go back to kind of test that out. I haven't really theory crafted on that, but yeah, it's just really unfortunate that Soul Stealer was unable to do anything much in that game. I mean the engagement, he used all his demon hands, but it wasn't enough. And I think even if he had the soul burst up, he didn't have max souls just yet, so just really unfortunate.
Yeah, it is, and that's it, man. We're just looking at this game here again, and Bubbles, not enough attention is being spent on his Bubbles, but I do believe that he doesn't have the best of games so far in. Against a solo lane scout, he is having a little bit of a hard time, and just looking at his items, I do believe that he only has got the basic items up, and that's just the steam boots, and that's it. And playing as Bubbles, he needs to have at least certain core items up to help his teammates a lot more along the way. But I mean, I would all definitely love to see a mobile Bubbles, but so far he is as dead as a stone, by all means, really.
And I don't know, like one of the major problems right now with deletion team is the fact that they're not rotating around just like how Hellborn is. They are constantly doing whatever they can all across the map, farming in the lanes whenever they can, and then taking Ancients together as 3 heroes, like the dual supports together with the mid. You see Bradley already has the Portal Key. Like he is actually helping Pyromancer and Aluna so much more as compared to the Legion team, because they're getting a lot more done middle lane.
And middle lane, there go Rally is gonna land a stun, and ulti is gonna go up quickly. Shadowmax is gonna take the fall, the bug again being exterminated there. So I was actually picturing on and letting Keeper do my auto camera and seeing a little bit more on the potential kill on the hack, but that didn't really happen, so it's a little questionable to see what happened there. The Demon Hand was enough damage and not enough Soul Burst, or rather not having the Soul Burst used is again not in the perfect spot there.
Yeah, and this is what it comes back to my point about early game aggression and the snowball ability of Soul Stealer. It wasn't there, that's why he's having such a hard time now. And he doesn't have again, Hag.
Yep. Hag now again is gonna be caught out there, and by Soul Stealer this time around, it is so much of a burst damage. Yes. So
big misplay.
Yeah, again another big misplay. It is.
Not sure why Hag decided. Like I thought he was gonna Bad Blast because he like just jumped right in front of his face. I thought he would, and then like he just ran back in a straight line and let himself get hit by 3 Demon Hands. So just really unfortunate. Middle lane, I think they're gonna be able to defend this. Engineer is finally sick, so he has that electric fence to put down if he really wants to. But yeah, coming back to my point, Soul Stealer, the rest of his teammates, they don't have like the best in terms of like supporting him when he doesn't have the earliest of, the best of like earliest starts. So it's just really difficult. Hopefully he gets his Shrunken Head soon, and then something else on top of that, like maybe the Portal Key, so that he can just jump in and do whatever he really wants to. There's nothing really on the Hellborn team to cancel except for the Scout's Eye. So we're gonna have to keep a quick look on a good look on him and how he's gonna react towards the Soul Stealer. Is he gonna be able to quickly place down an Electric Eye and cancel that the Soul Stealer ultimate? That's just really ultimately gonna come down to.
Wow, that's gonna be a lot of yeah, that's gonna be a lot of a problem for them, because it's so hard to pull off. But that being said, the War of Wrath is gonna be down south by, as in the middle lane there, by Bomber Spall. That should be pretty fine. The biggest question right now is Scout having good farm? And let's just visit his GPM. Scout's having about 490 GPM. He is pretty fair. He does have also the Rune Cleaver. And that's about it. And the Energizer also. But that's just all he has right now. And I'm looking at about 1k gold in the bank. So I'm hoping that he's going to go for a quick item. What do you think Scout should build next?
I think Scout can build for a shrunken head. He definitely needs that so that he can just get out of Keeper's Root and then probably into a what is that item called again? Shield Breaker. Yeah, a Shield Breaker will just tear through all the heroes on the Legion team, and that just brings back again up to my point about the Legion team, is that they focus too much in drafting way too many like ultimate intensive heroes with the bubbles, with the Keeper of the Forest, the Engineer, and Soul Stealer as well. It's like a little bit greedy in my opinion. If they had like other sustainable heroes, they would have had a much more decent time in this current situation. But right now, they're relying too much on like ultimates for team fights, and if they don't have it up, they're gonna have a really tough time. They don't have enough lockdown right now coming out from the rest of the team. Only like the Pestilence is there, and just the Engineer. That's about it.
Oh, silence on the bubbles. 070 looking to go really quickly. It's also energized up. Scout lucky there. Will get a kill.
Yeah, he's insane. He's sitting at 530 gold per minute as compared to 300 gold per minute on the Soul Stealer. So that just shows you that how heavily in favor it is of the Hellburn team, and they are not gonna stop the aggression. They're gonna go ahead, push tier.
Invisible rally.
Bottom lane man. Holy crap.
Yep, they are not going to spot out the Engineer because, oh wait, they are! The Wall of Wrath is going to be playing, and that is in favor of Team Hellborn there. So yes, they know, and Pyromancer actually go. Bad Blast going off, and it will hit the Soul Stealer, so that's the main damage dealer going out already. Keeper running back to his tree's hometown, but will not get it done, and he goes down equally quickly also. But wait a minute, the Root actually will be there to save the day. Or not, the Power Throw gonna kill him up nicely again. And there we go, Engineer thought he was in safe grounds, but here comes the rally, and the Tara at his best buddy. He used to be so much better, but this new version is still gonna have the job done. Gonna have to get the job done, so we'll save him against the rally.
Yeah, that was really clutch turret. If not, he would have definitely died from the rally right there. But yeah, I mean, Hellborn team is just doing really good. I'd like to actually see them take down tier 1 in mid, sorry, yeah.
Taking a little bit of a beating there, but will not be too troubled by the Scout.
Yeah, they definitely should rotate to mid, take that tier 1 down. That will be like a huge advantage for them, because then they can have much more reign against this what do you call this, the ancient camps from the Legion team, and just box them out from taking that. And that would mean a lot of gold gone from the Legion team. And with a team like Soul Stealer, you really need to utilize every resource you can from that neutral camps as much as possible, because Soul Stealer is just in this position where he's just so screwed heavily right now. Like he's just having a really difficult time. Still doesn't have the Shrunken Head finished up. You look at Hag, man. He's like, his items are really funky right now. He doesn't even have like a power supply, but he has Life Brand already. I think he just wants to rush for that quick Grimmer of power so that he just bursts down the entire Legion team into mush as soon as the team fight happens.
Yeah, that is going to be really happening quickly, but still looking at about 1.8k gold in the bank. Hack definitely is going to be looking for it for the Grimmer of power, and when that happens, I do believe a push is going to be warranted coming from QD Earth. But again, back into this particular game here, 3:14 and 12,000 gold deficit. MRR finding themselves at a spot they really don't want to be in, and finally Soul Stealer gonna pick up that Shrunken Head. So that means that he's gonna be magic immune right now, and that would be a lot more effective in terms of lockdowns and surviving any major engagements. I hope that's gonna be clutch gameplay coming from the Soul Stealer. Haven't really seen him perform this entire game except for the Demon Hand onto this hack that happened down south. Other than that, it's like
he's gonna die.
Pretty questionable gameplay. But there we go. Now it seems like he is challenged again by a Pyromancer and Rally, and they seem to mop him out really nicely. Just
yeah,
to mention him.
So unfortunate. Scott's getting caught up.
Yeah, now Hack is actually gonna go down also, and that is Zarina Tara. We do have Scout now running away, but the Pestilence is gonna nicely spot him out. I do believe that they don't have enough portal key to catch up to this guy, so maybe next lifetime, guys.
Yeah, I mean, the portal key pickup on Pestilence was huge. They at least made use of it by killing off the Hag in the mid. That slows him down a bit from picking up the Grimoire, but it's still not enough. Like, look at how many times Scout he has gone to the Legion's ancient camp and taken so much of their stacks so many times. It's just so unfortunate. Like, they are just utilizing every resource they can.
Here comes the rally, and the Pyromancer to nicely mop and squish up the bug again. It seems like the Engineer is not going to be able to save the day. Slow response on the Engineer part.
Just really unfortunate. I saw another portal key picked up. That was for bubbles, I think. Yeah, it is. So he has that now. Keeper of the Forest finally. I don't know. Did he have the Astrolabe recently? I don't know. I think this seems like a new item that he just has.
Yeah, it seems
Like,
fairly new to me. It's shining.
yeah, he's gonna get. I think he's just gonna jump straight for a portal key as well, so that there's even that much more initiation.
Yeah.
I am not too sure. I think he really needs Barret Idol though against this Hellborn team. It is such a huge item to, negate a lot of damage coming out from this Hag. They really need it now, especially since Hag doesn't have the Grim of Power just yet. It will help a lot in team fights, but he's just so far away from it. Like the entire Legion team is just so far behind because the resources have been utilized from the Hellborn team. Like there is a 15k and 12.6k gold and EXP advantage respectively on the Hellborn team. It's just so damn high. Like you see Scout, he went for more farming utility with the Abyssal Skull, so he has like another 3.8k gold. I think he's gonna go for, I don't know, like even Brutalizer would be fine in my opinion. Like Brutalizer is pretty good item as well, and then probably just go for the Shield Breaker next.
And it seems like the Kongor in this game will not be challenged by MRR for some reason. They are just so far back in this game that they will not have the luxury of going to Kong. But that being mentioned, I would also like to point out at this point in time that, well, previously ImpE has been playing very strongly in this aspect of having one guy carry and 4-man roam. So far in, you're still seeing the same old strategy that ImpE is pretty much famous for, but it is a different carry play. And there we go, nice compelled by Rally, and the Soul Stealer in a lot of trouble there. Is he gonna be able to pop Trunk Grenade? No! He goes down. Big ulti bug goes down. Engineer looking to run away there, and here comes the Hack. Maybe the Bat Blast today, but misses everyone there. He mops the floor, literally. Here comes the Keeper, looks all for Mendel and will kill the Hack. Bad boy it is, and his brother also pays the price. That's the Pyromancer. Rally now looking to run away, and here comes the Bubbles, and 017 looking to change things out really good, sorry, and the Luna is not gonna pot away. Rally is gonna be able to just pot a key just in the nick of time, and that is a hat trick for ColorX, and things just shaped up real bad.
A couple of misplays from the Hellborn team. Huge misplay of the Bat Blast. You can't have that happening, especially since you're using it on a secured kill on Engineer like that. So, that's just really unfortunate. If they were able to pick up the Engineer, then it wouldn't have been that bad. But that was just really beautifully played in terms of like the initiation portion of that engagement, because Rally went in. I would have liked to see him actually run all across like the 3 heroes instead, and then use the Seismic Slam onto the Engineer so that he couldn't get off the energy field. But either way, it still worked out in the end because the energy field didn't connect to them, and that's why he was able to get the Seismic Slam off onto the Pestilence and Soul Stealer.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing now? Illusion Scout taking out the Ancient.
Yeah, I mean this. It's so annoying. Like Scout's illusion has the disarm effect as well, and that's like pretty damn OP because, and you can see right now he picked up Brutalizer and he's gonna go for Geometer's Brain. That just means that's like 6 seconds of lockdown from auto attacking. I don't know if the illusions do disarm for 2 seconds as well. If
they do. They will proc the illusion, but he needs to nicely micro them so that they hit at good intervals. If not, it's gonna be pretty questionable. There we go. He's actually gonna solo Kong. Wow. Really the audacity to do that. Meanwhile, down south Keeper, a lot of trouble. Rally there, nice compel, and it seems like the eye on the Pyromancer is gonna mean that that's the end there. And it's also a payback, by the way.
Yeah, it's just so unfortunate, man. Just really unfortunate. They're gonna take Kong simply because they don't have any vision on Legion team, and there's really nothing much they can do either ways. Scout's level 19 already, man. That is so high level as compared to everyone on the Legion team. That
yes,
is just
but
so
what is
oh my god, look at the damage.
Yeah. Wow.
Holy shit.
He just bought Bygone or Bagon and sprayed all over. Or Shelltops, whatever brand he prefers.
Per bug, man. Like she's squashing bugs out of HoN. I guess that's a good thing.
Not a naturalist, it seems, but yeah, kinda Shilak there. Playing as the Scout this game, he does not have the token. The token will go to Rally. Standing about 3.5k gold, it seems like Rally is gonna have even more guts in this war right now. And that being said, defense style not gonna be nicely challenged. And can Hellborn face off against Legion, or rather can Legion put forth a big wombo combo with all the ulti combo that they have? That Keeper nicely respawning. And we do have the Soul Stealer also. They will not force any buybacks. They're all gonna nicely back away right now. And that being said there, it seems like the tier 3 actually is gonna be standing at only about 5 to 10% health points. That's all.
Yeah, I don't really agree with the backing right there. Like they can actually take a team fight, no issues. Like they have token up on rally, he just needs to jump in, get seismic slap off, and then just die. Like who gives a damn? You have a token. You're gonna come back to life
Yeah,
anyways.
but
But
I
he has.
believe
Hmm.
yeah, but I believe that after so much experience here in Purity Earth, they know better than to force team fights. But
Yeah,
being
it's okay.
patient in this game doesn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt them at all. Look at them. They have got a rally. They got a tricor. They got rally. They've got the wretched hag. They also got a scout. All of which are pretty farmed up. And look at the hag. Hag is by far the furthest in terms of farm, but he also has got a Grimo and 2k in the bank. So against one Soul Stealer, we can take the soul any day.
Yeah, I mean, Soul Stealer so far behind, level 14. Doesn't even have the level 3 Soul Burst, and that's very, very huge, in my opinion, as well. Pyromancer, man, he has done so much. He has Portal Key. He's gonna get a push book as well. Bound Eye, Power Supply. Like he is such a superior ganking partner with the rest of this team coming up from Rally and the Red Aluna Power Trio. Aluna even has a bloody Ring of Sorcery, man. So he has no issues in keeping that up. I think they're gonna just go ahead and try to push down the tier 2s at the top and bottom before trying to go to the base.
Oh, now Bubbles goes in. Nice lockdown on the Scout. Scout a lot of trouble. There's no Shrunken Head here. And Pestilence gonna reveal him. But look at the damage there from the Scout. And the Keg actually gonna connect quickly. Turret gonna be used. And even the energy field. It takes 4 man to pick out this Scout. But Lucky still managed to kill Bomber Chapeau. And it makes it 1-1. Do note he does have the tower also. So it's definitely working out in his favor right now.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit overextension in my opinion. But still, I guess it's not the biggest of deals. Like Legion team is just so far behind that just that one kill won't really make much of a difference. Grip of Power is already completed. Hag, he has 3.4k. He's gonna get caught out right here.
Oh, yep, he's gonna get caught by the root as well as spots coming in there, and Hack is gonna be history there. Going all the way to his home. It seems like
Huge
he is gonna
misplay.
go down. Huge misplay again.
He shouldn't have done that when he. Oh, again.
And again, a Luna's turn now. For what is happening? Imperium are falling apart 1 by 1. And 13 minutes into this game, MR now actually trying to play catch up. 10-21, Imperium Earth having a slight lead here. Or rather, pretty major lead, but they are just slowly throwing it away.
Yeah, and the reason I went oh is because Keeper first, man, he actually completed his Restoration Stone. That's huge. That is very big for his team. In this Hag, don't know why he's just playing so ballsy when he doesn't even have a Shrunken Head just yet. He's gonna need a Geometer's Bane as well. He definitely should pick up that a Shrunken Head as soon as possible. Rally does have the Behemoth's Heart completed instead of the what do you call this, the Demonic Breastplate. I 100% disagree with that. He really needs the Demonic Breastplate instead. It just does a lot more against the Soul Stealer team and Pestilence team on the Legion side. Behemoth's Heart is pretty good, but it's more of like a item that will keep him and himself only alive. So yeah, I would have liked to see the what do you call this, the Metal Breastplate. And you can see Hag, he's just gonna forsake everything and just go YOLO mode. He's just gonna go for the straight up Geometer's Bane.
Yeah, he is, and that is again a little questionable because he doesn't have enough protective to even last in team fights, or maybe even against the keeper. The root alone is gonna be able to just settle him, and also the fact that now you have got the extra restoration stone on the keeper. That means that he's gonna be able to pop double root, so he needs at least a Shrunken Head plus a Geometer's Bane to just walk away from any harm at all. And that is an item that no one on Team Hellborn has. Not even a Scout. Scout may have a lot of item, but he does not have the Shrunken Head, and that is pretty questionable.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go for a Shrunken Head next, seeing as to how there's a double root. Um, But yeah, I mean, Hag shouldn't really disagree with the items coming out from Hag. He should go for the Shrunken Head first, because there's still a lot of lockdown from the Legion team. They have Pestilence Stun with a Portal Key. They have a lot of damage coming from Soul Steel. Soul Steel has Portal Key and Firebrand right now, so he's slowly catching up in farm as well. And I want to say that it's not to be taken lightly either, because if Soul Stealer gets a huge ultimate off with the rest of his team, like this team excels in terms of the team fight potential, because their ultimates, they synergize pretty damn well. Like one lockdown for Bubbles forces the entire Hellborn team to like converge on top of each other, and then you see like Keeper jump in, use the root, one energy field, one soul burst, and everything just goes to hell. So like Impunity Storm needs to be a little bit more careful and more wary of what items they pick up. Pyromancer actually went for the Storm Spirit, so that could be a reason as to why Scout doesn't want to pick up the Shrunken Head. Maybe just go for more damage, because Pyromancer should be in the vicinity to help him out with the root.
Yep, it is. And if you compare the AoE potential for Team Hellbourne against Legion, they don't have much really against the Keeper as well as the Energy Field and the Soul Burst. That is pretty questionable. I do agree with you. But that being said, they're actually picking up the kill. 900 crit. Wow, the knife is actually way more painful than you can imagine. There really hurts more than my grandma for sure. But there we go. Here comes the turtle with the shoulder and a nice stun and a Soul Burst. But he goes there. What a clutch Storm Spirit it is. Actually going to be the safe Scout there. And Scout now going to try and pop the ulti there, but will not get anything done. And he seems like he is also going to go down. Second route may be questionable, but he is actually going to go off and he takes the fall. The Keeper goes down. Scout still standing somehow, but Scout still going to be challenging. Here comes the Soul Splitter. He's going to try Soul Burst, but no, he doesn't let out the fart. And he goes down. Millibergs now gonna be challenged though, and all four of them gonna try and nicely knock it out. And Beauty of is in the lead here, and the bot's gonna come back. Who's gonna come back to hell, boy? Yes, it's gonna be the Pestilence. It's actually gonna be a clutch stun there. We'll pick up the hack. Next in line, Pyromancer. Yes, no, maybe, don't know, too far to reach, but here comes Rally. Nice stun cross refer all across the town, and Rally now with the heart actually is gonna be proving a little bit too hard to kill, and he does not have any homecoming zone, so he is gonna nicely enjoy this section of I juke you juke me. I'm gonna fly all the way down here. And here comes the bug. They will spot him out quickly. And he's looking for compelled across the trees. He will get it done. Yes, please. But the Poly Key is going to be off cooldown in just about 2 seconds. And he's going to try and play catch up again. And yes, the stun is going to be playing. Rally somehow still get caught. But he does still have the Beaver's Heart. It is so hard to pick up. And he's just proving that I can tank you guys all the way to the reach home. But can he survive? That's the biggest question. The Gore actually not going to make sure that he survived there. And the Ray Power Troll going to try and help him. But no, Anduin there. He did survive for astounding. This should go to the Guinness record, man. He just survived for astounding 16 seconds, is it? Did you count that? Did you
Yeah,
that?
somewhere around there. Like that was so unfortunate. RNG got not in favor of Impunity Earth this time around. Pestilence got the huge gore off. Like if he didn't get gore off right there, he would have compelled, and then his teammate would have come in to help him. So it's really unfortunate, and that was mainly because he should have just blinked right away, like top side, instead of like going back to the creeps. I don't really agree with the way he positioned himself, so it was really funny. But yeah, I mean, it seems like Impunity Earth is slowly cracking a bit. I feel because they took a team fight right there. They lost token. I mean, they popped token, right?
Yeah,
Rally,
they did.
Or did it expire?
No, I think they popped token.
Okay, yeah. So if they pop token, but the thing is, they still didn't get the melee racks, so that's pretty damn huge in my opinion. That had to go to the fact that Pyromancer was a little bit late in terms of throwing out the Blazing Strike onto the Keeper of the Forest. If he did that, that could have actually changed the team fight around, because Keeper was able to get his second root off, and then Scout took a lot of damage because of that. He was like locked in place, and now you see Scout learned his lesson. He finally bought a shrunken head of his own, so that shouldn't happen again.
Yeah, and it is I don't know, but it's pretty questionable so far. In Impunity Earth, they still have got a lead, pretty fair, about 22k goal here. And I hope that it is still going to work in their favor. But until the throne is down, you can't say a game is done. That is a lesson we all learn, haven't we? So I hope that MRR still have got a lot left in them, and looking at how Pestilence is building up the next item, I do believe that he is going to go for a Shrunken Head, and once that is done, he should be pretty unstoppable, except for the fact that he doesn't really do much in any team fights, but he should have at least certain survivability to that.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, oh, is that? Okay, no, sorry, I mistaked. Hag, still far away from picking up Geometer's Bane. I think I saw a Shrunken Head purchase on Pestilence. Yes, he does have his Shrunken Head right now. So now we're seeing 2 Shrunken Heads on the Legion team, and those are like the main heroes right there, the Soul Stealer as well as the Pestilence. Now that makes it that much more scarier against the Hellbourne team, because it's gonna cancel out Hag. He's gonna have to hold back his Bat Blast for a pretty long time. Pyromancer's not gonna be able to do anything. Aluna's not gonna be able to do anything. Rally should still be able to do something, but he's not gonna stun them with the Compel. So those Shrunken Heads are gonna play a bit of a factor right now. It's actually pretty good for them. It's one of the best pickups so far for this Legion team in this really tough fight that they're having against Impunity Earth. Like, Impunity Earth just needs to gather themselves, get together, and just push down properly, and they need to be the ones to initiate, because it seems to me like there is so much initiation as well as counter initiation coming from the Legion team that you should just go in, make sure you kill one of the heroes, like at least the Pestilence or the Bubbles, and you shouldn't have that much of a problem. Maybe even the Keeper. Like the Keeper is like one of the hugest, like one of the big. yeah, the tree is like that. He's one of the
Hugest
biggest.
tree in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah, except for the world tree like this one here, but
yeah, he's the biggest factor right now in the team with the double root. So
yeah, he is. And that being said, he got really lucky to be able to just run away from there. And I would really love to see Hag pick up something protective. Like, please, he is not tanky at all. And there's no way he can survive a good team fight, seeing how aggressive he plays this. Serena Tara, he always spots into a little bit questionable moments of his gameplay. He always spots into a questionable position. And always just putting off bad blasts and after that dying really quickly. I hope that if he has a shrunken head, he will at least be able to just survive a little tad longer. But that again is not seen from him. He may actually skip the whole idea of a shrunken head and like forget what it is completely and go for even a cold draw ship stick. That would be pretty good against Team Legion, except for the fact that they are key players that all already have got the shrunken head,
no.
except for the keeper. And here comes a little bit of a misplay. Yes, Pestilent's gonna jump in there, but no ulti on the rally. And that means that Kong attack is somewhat suspended. A lot of suspense gonna happen
that's
here.
huge. Pestilence doesn't have his shrunken head anymore, so less initiation, but still they have the bubbles, and bubbles also has the what do you call this? The storm spirit, so he can save that pestilence if anything is to happen. So definitely should not contest this Congo kill
And
right now.
Spy Dog's gonna happen here. Animated Tree is gonna try and sniff out the team, Hellborn, but will not get it done. There is also Wretched Deck that completely is not bothered by the Kongor fight there, or Kongor standoff there. So that should be pretty fine, and I'm just liking how that this hack is trying to do a little bit of backdoor here against the range barracks, but there is no pot in just yet, and Team Legion got caught a little off guard there. No one's trying pot. Are we gonna see $1 million pot cancel? No, not yet, but there is a bubble coming to play, and the real thing actually gonna try and flash away, or rather will flash away, but will be spotted up by the archer. Will not get anything done. The Bubbles 070 is gonna do that. Meanwhile, the rest of his team gonna try and take Kong again. And yes, Root's gonna happen, and maybe a steal's gonna happen. No, not yet. Who has got the token? It's questionable, but it seems that token is on Pestilence. Pestilence actually managing to steal the token successfully, and will not get anything done. But the Pyromancer pissed off at the tree will get him killed also. That being said, Soul Stealer now trying to run away, but will not, will be able to do so. And Scout trying to catch up someone there. Zarinatar with the double tap, and Bug flies to the heavens there, will come back, get stunned, and goes to hell straight off there without any discount. We also see 070 trying to pot away. I do believe that he's going to take Homecoming Stone really quickly, but I do believe it's on cooldown. So sorry, but you did pot back home a second earlier. So that being said, man, Imperial, they lost the token. Did they get Kong? I do believe they got Kong, right?
They got Kong.
Yeah, they got Kong, they lost the token, but they got the Rexus now, and that is really respectable. They don't really need the token anyway, it's perfectly extra. There's no buyback on Team Legion, and MRR now looking in a really bad shape. Both range and melee of the bottom lane is completely wrecked out. Middle lane only, the range back still standing. I do believe he's not going to stand for the next 3 seconds. Please don't prove me, please prove me right here. And yes, it's going to go down. Now all that's left is the top lane, and leading the entire pop train is going to be Anduin Rain, and he's also known as Trinity. He's just looking quickly to knock off this defense tower here. Will not be able to do that because of the fort. Soul Stealer now looking to make something happen. Nice ulti there by Scout, but doesn't kill the engineer. He needs 3 times before he's going to be able to kill that nicely. Not the Ray Paltrow will not be able to reach engineer at all. Melee breaks now being challenged, and there we go. It seems like really doing something dumb there, but will get silenced. And here comes the Pestilence, and maybe Scout flies to the heavens and will not go down there. But still, yeah, the bubbles actually being made soup of yet again. And Soul Stealer in this game, he just doesn't do anything really. Just looking so good there, shiny and all, but will not get anything done. And it is Mega Creeps, ladies and gentlemen. Mega Creeps being called out here for Team Legion. They are completely out of this league right now. They are just so far back in this game. 35,000 goal lead, and look at Team Hellborn. They're just gonna fall back and watch tower defense.
Yeah, concede mode just being called out. That's a little bit BM calling the GGs before your opponents have it.
Like we're done. Oh, there we go. Yep.
Oh man, that's just
And MR doesn't even call it GG there. They're just gonna leave this game like, oh man, I'm done. We're
I
just
think
so done.
they just got a little bit too
Upset,
overwhelmed.
yeah.
Yeah, and they were upset. Like it was a pretty. I wouldn't say it's that long of a game. It was almost like 40 minutes. It's midway, I guess you could say. But yeah, I mean, they knew that it came to a point already that they couldn't do much. Like Engineer had nothing, still sitting at level 10, doesn't even have the level 2 ultimate just yet. Keeper had the double root, but after that, what was he gonna do? He's just gonna run around, smack people in the face with like only 100 plus damage. Cheetah 1X had the shrunken head and portal key, and this is the reason why I hate Pestilence so much is he doesn't get much done during mid and late stages of game with this kind of lineup that they've had. And Soul Stealer just had such a tough time, couldn't really really recover as much as he wanted to. Only sitting at 355 gold per minute at the end of the game. You look at the Hellborn's team, everyone's like 670 for Scout, man, for
Oh
God's
wow,
sake.
yeah.
Secondary support air on the Pyromancer was 7, 1, and 10. So that just goes to show how much work he did together with the help of Aluna and this rally.
Yeah, it is really good. And I mean, so far in, I am really happy to see this new Impunity Earth. Kanashila definitely made a huge difference to this team here. Previously, they have got Ron playing as the carry, they've got Trinity playing as the carry, but it all just didn't boil them because they are very strong players. Don't get me wrong, they are, but if you have someone taking care of the carry perspective, you can gank just so much more, and you just saw that in this game. The ganking was exponential, really, and Fur playing as the Luna did a really good job supporting, and that's something we always forget, but Fur doing a really awesome job so far into this game, and with all awesome wards and stuff like that. I am just amazed in Beauty Earth. They just won against MRR, and that's really big news for everyone in G League. It's like the replay of S2Y. Once S2Y
Yeah.
came to the G League, they're like, bam, we're like a monster unleashed. We're the new raid boss, man. You better pay respect to us. And that was S2Y in Cycle 2. They won all the way, in fact, even won the DreamHack qualifiers. And that was like, wow. Now it's in Beauty Earth. There's no DreamHack qualifier, yes, but they're a little too late. That's a little sad to see, but they're still the HoNTour finals, and I hope that's gonna really work out for them. So now, having won 3 days straight against MRR, they are looking forward to the challenge against S2Y, and I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot to expect from Impunity Earth now, seeing as to how their performance was in this game. So, I'm truly excited to see more games from them and the rest of these teams. Like, there's a lot of, on the line still for a lot of them. Orange Esports, of course, another team I haven't seen in a while, especially since a couple of like the changes in the roster. I heard like Kiddo is back and uh,
Oh, yeah, yeah, and
WTF as well. So
that's right.
pretty huge. I mean, that's old school Orange right there. That's pretty damn strong, in my opinion. So I can't wait to see a lot of these teams fight it out in this G League cycle number 3.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really exciting. And that being said, I'm just gonna show you guys the schedule once again, and we got a custom schedule. I'm sorry to say this, but I am done here, ladies and gentlemen. You will not hear from me for the next week because I am going to Korea.
Bloody hell, he's not taking me as well. Yet again, guys. What do I do?
Yep. Bye bye, Lark. Bye bye, team. I will be
Annyeong.
back. I hope. That's-
Annyeong.
yeah, that's provided that 2 plane flights land successfully.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're just looking at tomorrow's match, and that's gonna be Tournament Masters against Orange Esports. And yes, it's gonna be covered by Lark and Abstract, so they will be on Garena HoNTourSEA. Meanwhile, Epic Gaming Television is gonna have Rocket Air Quality. That's a new team also versus AMQ, and they're going to take this moment to try and feature RAQ, Rocket Air Quality, and I do believe that it's gonna be covered by Mangi as well as Ice Ice Baby. So they are gonna have a really fantastic time there. And also the day after, you see S2Y against ISE. That's a pretty good game, and Impudium against Thunder Masters. That's a big one. So do stay tuned for that. And I hope that everything's gonna be fine while I'm gone, and I'll be back again in maybe on the 2nd November, you see me for the stream that night, so that should be fine. But by then, G League should be half done, and I will be updating the charts or maybe even giving more insights over Facebook as I review these gameplays and stuff like that. That being said, Lark, any last insights, analysis, and shoutouts?
No, just shout outs to everyone that has been tuning into the stream as always. Big shout out to Fantasy and who's the other guy again? I keep forgetting his name. Golf XZZ. I don't know. Yeah, he's there in chat again. But yeah, big shout out to EGTV crew as well as all the teams in cycle number 3, Garena, HoNTour Southeast Asia. Big shout out to Impunity Earth, man. I'm actually surprised with their performance today. So hope to see more exciting games and yeah.
Yeah, it is. So, my turn to do a little bit of shout out. Now, first, gonna shout out to my girlfriend. I didn't forget you this time around. Also, gonna shout out to my family as well as all the fans and supporters. Thank you so much. It's really nice to see you guys. They're really just rooting for us all the way through. And also, nice to see a lot of support and positiveness coming from the chat, if I can call it. Croco Kanch, a huge shout out to you. You are so hilarious to really read. Maybe not read, but yeah, to hear from the Twitch chat. Also, huge shout out to Golf, XZZ, as well as Fantasy. Nice to see you guys again. And huge shout out to Lark for being a fantastic co-caster this entire last 4 days or 3 days. And he will have to fly solo or fly without me tomorrow onwards, and I really feel bad for him. I hope he is gonna have a good cast, and similarly, I'm gonna wish the rest of EGTV streamers and casters having a really good, successful cast. I hope that you guys will not screw things up while I'm not around.
Wow.
And wow, big words from
Gee.
Babel.
Gee, babe.
Shut
Thanks
up,
a
dude.
lot.
Yeah, just stop. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, and I hope you guys will have a really good weekend and will enjoy yourself here. And I once again hope you guys enjoy our cast. And thanks for all the support. If you like, you can always drop by our Facebook page, and the link will be dropped on Facebook a little tad longer, or rather later. So that's it. This is Babel, and with me is Lark, and you are watching HoNTourSEA JLX Cycle 3 Round 3 Big Win, and big win it is for ImpE. A huge shout out to you guys, and MRR, don't feel too bad. That's it. This is Babel, and see ya.
See ya.